So I think anytime someone pays you, I think they feel entitled to have, let's call it an opinion that is usually critical. But I think that's part of the business model, right? If you're getting paid, you have to be accountable. And I think you did a great job of outlining why it's important to have those notes. And I keep notes for the purposes of education. If I make a placement and someone's like, yeah, this placement didn't work out, and we go back, and then they're like, we changed the job and it was different and it was that, that's got to account for some of the results. And then I guess I have a statement maybe that turns into a question. I'm very excited to see educators back on the platform. One of the things I've always thought was a flaw in education is that basically you pay for a degree, and most people are paying for a degree to get a job. And I think there's a little marketing snafu there, right? Because you get a degree, so whatever institution you got the degree from, they did their job because now you have a degree. That degree doesn't necessarily get you a job. So I think, I know this was mainly about courses, but I guess the question I have, and it doesn't need to get answered in this class, but just from an educator standpoint, it's really, do we need more people at the table when we're teaching, right? So from an educational standpoint, if an employers are more involved, does that kind of help with outcomes? Because I think at the end of the day, from a more educational perspective, I think providing that opportunity to say, look, if you really want a job, let's make sure we've got enough employers at the table that really value what we're teaching. So I don't know if that becomes more of a marketing thing. And even to tie it into courses, I think a lot of people did a great job of explaining that, look, you take the course, but you really have to put in a lot of work. And I think one thing that needs to be explained when people take courses is the information doesn't guarantee results. You're going to learn how to put something into action, but if you don't put it into action the right way, you won't get results. And if your audience happens to be different, you might take the course with someone else and you've got different audiences, the results are going to be different. So I think there's a little bit of, I don't know if it's marketing, I don't know if I have a solution to that, but that's what I've noticed is that I think it's that same entitlement. You've paid, so now you think you're going to get a result. And at some point, I think it benefits everyone if there's some kind of level setting around, or maybe even a debrief around maybe why you didn't get those results. But I appreciate the space. I learned a lot.